Back concluding my reviews on the Scream series with Scream 4. Now, Scream 4 came out in 2011, and it's got everybody back basically. That was the main three principals. You got Sidney back, you got Gale Weathers back, and you got Dewey back. Gale Weathers in this one is a author. She's a famous author. She's kind of wrote about her series. Well, her life events, from the first three movies. She went through some crazy shit, and she wrote about it, and she's pretty famous now because of it. And you got Gale Weathers, who's still trying to write, and she's kind of like at a halfway point in her life where she's not finding anything to write about, which is crazy. And then you got Dewey Riley back. And he plays the sheriff in this one now. He's the sheriff of Woodsboro, which is pretty cool. And then you got a couple of new characters in this. You got Jill Roberts playing, Emma Roberts playing Jill. And that's Sydney's cousin in this one. And then you got a couple other characters. You got this one guy who plays the deputy sheriff. I'm trying to think of his name. The black guy. You got named Kirby Reed in this. Plays Jill's friend. She's pretty hot. Weird openings to this movie because it follows like the Stab series, that I talked about earlier. Now there's like Scream or Stab 15 and shit. I don't know. I didn't like the whole opening to this movie. It was kind of silly. Honestly, I really don't have much to talk about with this one because it's just the least favorite of all of the sequels to me. You got Wes Craven come back and directing this. Honestly, I thought they could have just stopped with 3 and been fine with it. This one offers really nothing new except for the fact that they try to add in like the 2000 technology, the internet aspect of it. Let's kill people and film it, and put it on the internet. And really, that didn't do anything for me, honestly. Just didn't do anything for me. Characters in this movie are really bland. There's just nothing to me that screams like this is a warranted sequel. I mean, I don't know. There must have just been a huge cult following for it. I mean, there has been for years to come out with a new one. I do like the cover on this movie though, with with this face like looking like a knife there and shit. That's kind of neat. The version I got has got commentary with Wes Craven, Emma Roberts, Hayden Panettiere, Neve Campbell. It's got deleted and extended scenes, alternate opening, alternate ending, gag reel, and then it's got a short making of. Just kind of cool. I don't know. I liked it when that's the slip cover for it. This is the real cover for it. I don't know. Really not much to talk about with this one. I really just don't want to talk about it that much because honestly, it just doesn't really interest me at all. There's nothing really good about this movie other than they tried. I mean, it's okay. It's cool to see these characters come back after 10 years of what's been going on, but to me, it's just nothing. It's nothing that warranted this. I mean, I just didn't really care for it, to be honest with you. I liked it when it came out. It was okay. I semi-liked it, There was parts of it I liked, parts of it I didn't like. Yeah. Nothing really new with this one, man, The same guy, Roger Jack, is what the guy's name is. Yeah, I'm looking him up right now. I can't remember the guy's name that does the voice of the Roger Jackson. Oh, he plays an awesome Ghostface voice. I liked his voice. I thought it was pretty cool. He sounds pretty cool. I mean, he gives a pretty menacing voice. But yeah, like I said, man, this movie, it's okay. It's got some new thing. You know, Jill ends up being her. Sydney's cousin Jill ends up being the killer. Um, find out that she's jealous, you know, about Sydney and all her, you know, being the victim and shit, and always getting all the attention from the family and stuff. Um, you know, wham, boo hoo, you know, like who cares? That wasn't good enough for me. As far as like motivation reasons, obviously the girl was a fucking nut job, but and then you got this guy in here who plays the other killer. I don't even know his name. He's not even on the cast thing. You'd have to dig deep to find it because he's not that important, and I've never seen him in anything since. This goofy long-haired kid, he ends up being the other killer. Which I said, it's all for this internet thing, you know, let's kill people and broadcast it, you know, like, that's not interesting to me. Who cares? Like, it's the same thing as the other ones, only who gives a shit? And then you think people are going to die in this movie that are main principals, and nobody ends up dying. Like, when you watch trailers for this movie, it shows, like, Courtney Cox getting stabbed and shit. Well, she does get stabbed in this movie, but you think she's going to die, and she doesn't. If they were going to do this movie, do it, like, dramatically. Kill them all off, man. Like, get rid of them all. You know what I mean? Do something like that we're not going to expect. Like, we expect all three of these people, they're not going to die. They're not going to fucking die. No way. Now, if they would have killed them all, I would have been like, holy shit, they just killed them all. Like, that's crazy. Like, I just thought they could have been a little less unpredictable about it. Like, it felt like a copycat of the first one, only not done as well. And they added a few elements with the internet aspect of it, but who gives a shit? Like, I don't know. I just didn't like this movie. It wasn't that good. The first three were a lot better. Scream 3 wasn't that great, but it was a lot better than this movie. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's pretty much all I got to say about this one, man. It's just not that good. If you like Scream, the Scream series, you've never seen Scream 4, I don't know. Check it out. Or don't. Whatever. It's not going to make a difference because it doesn't offer anything new. You're not really missing much. So, honestly, I just own it because it concludes the chapter. You know, it concludes it. You know, the series of movies. So, yeah, it's all right, I guess. But nothing great. So, anyway, that's all I got, man. So, that'll be the ending of my Scream series. On a short recap note, on a personal note, I guess the Scream series in a whole was good. I really enjoyed it. It was part of my childhood growing up. I really loved these movies. They're good, man. They're just good fun, and I always watch them when Halloween time comes around, or even whenever. I'm not the type of guy to watch scary movies just because it's Halloween. I'll make a note. I'll make a little more of an extra effort to kind of watch them during Halloween because it is fun to watch scary movies around Halloween time. But honestly, I watch scary movies just whenever I feel like it, you know, which is often. So, it doesn't have to be Halloween for me to get into watching scary movies. But anyway, my personal notes on this is that they're good. It's a good series. I mean, if you've never seen it before, definitely check it out. It's a quintessential 90s horror series. So if you grew up in the 90s and you've never seen it, I don't know what the hell you've been doing for the last 20 years, living under a rock or something, but they're definitely worth giving a look. I mean, they're good. So, Wes Craven died a couple years ago. That's a bummer. He was a good director. He came out with a lot of good stuff. He gave us a lot of good stuff. and I appreciate it, you know, personally. He gave us a lot of great stuff. Nightmare on Elm Street, the Scream series, Hills Have Eyes. I mean, if it wasn't for him, we would not have a Freddy Krueger. We would not have a Ghostface killer. We would not have crazy people living in the fucking desert killing people. So I gotta give him his props, man. So definitely missed the guy. I think he definitely had a lot more left to give, but when it's your time, you know. So um, anyway, that's all I got on the Scream series. I'm going to continue on with this month of doing the horror series of movies. I don't know what I'm going to review next, but I'll pick out something that I own in my collection somewhere, and yeah, that's all I got. Thanks. See you for more reviews.